But let me just introduce myself. My name is Shawan Chualan. Okay, and we're here in Kensington Market. We're gonna be doing a little tour of some of the artwork I've put around. I'm gonna talk about it and why I've done it. And let's just take a look and see what's going on. Yeah.
Okay, lead the way.
So you can see right here, I have tons of little ones that are kind of harder to recognize. So it's usually a face.
Right. Oh, I see the face, yeah.
Oh yeah, this Easter eggs. Over here. See, it's like an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Right here, these are some. They look like they've kind of gone through some damage or whatever, but they're still there. There's some stuff. Around the time when I was beginning, I would usually be at night, I would grab a spray paint can. And usually, they would always erase it up. I'd do a big face. You can actually still see if you look at the bricks. You can kind of see the paint underneath and the lines.
Yeah.
Everyone always paints there.
Where talent was just showing
and,
Yeah.
Okay, so St. Stephen's, talking about getting out of your comfort zone. On a base level, people would say this place is horrendous, but I myself, I know I've seen a lot of beauty here. Even in the times where I've needed to go inside, I can see they have all types of stuff paying respect to all cultures, the people, the indigenous peoples of this land, just educational information that's important. So I definitely felt obligated to put some art here, and I knew it'd have to be chaotic. Sadly, it does include a middle finger, but I don't think any kids will see it, considering where it is.
Right.
The one on the bottom has faded a little bit, but it's still there. It's like a little bird. Nice and vibrant. I'm just gonna have to sneak over there. My art started off with just the eyeballs. And the eyeballs we got right here. They're all over kinda, but this is just an example on St. Stephen's.
Right.
It just represents presence from those who aren't still alive. That's how it all started.
The eyeballs.
Yeah.
The presence of those who aren't alive. But they're present here.
Yes, and in a positive manner.
Right.
Nevertheless. There. Well, even wondering. I don't know. You just throw them around sometimes. Let's try and get.
Did you do that one?
No.
No. But you did these faces, yeah.
Yeah, most of them. And that one, this guy over here, he's a classic artist around.
Yeah.
He's really cool. He does his little prairie dog.
Yeah.
But the rest is, that's all me. Classic styles.
You know the guy who does those?
Yeah, he's good. This stuff is...
I see his work everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. But don't fall. And then it says .io, which my friend did this, but I gave them the poem.
Yeah.
We were just going around putting art, and they drew it, and I told them everything. So this was definitely, that poem is symbolic of the fox. So always keep yourself straight. Don't fall from who you are, but you can slip.
Yeah.
And this is definitely, it's got some sentimental value, considering me and my friend did it together. It's cool. It's cute. Let's keep running. Kind of classic styles: the square, the face, the squiggles, the eyeball. Those are the classic styles. Yeah, we got these two guys in white over here. When I was doing this one, on the left, it was like 4 a.m. and the cop car passed by me while I was doing it. It scared the shit out of me.
And eyeballs.
It keeps going on here.
It moves along.
A little bit of beef, me going over to someone else.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit more here. The eyeball, the squiggles. The squiggles are definitely, the eyeball was first, the squiggles are probably second, then the faces. And then the squares kind of came about too. The squares was definitely after. So that's kind of the history of the development. And even over here. I think I did this one too, actually. But there's a special one on this side. There was a couch here.
Yeah.
I sat down and smoked a joint. And I wrote some positive stuff. What does it say? Hi. Live. Pray now. Sumer. Granny. 100% insanity. So it's a space between the in and sanity. So it's just a play on abnormal normality and how some people who are considered insane are sane, or that's just how they feel. And then, so this symbol right here is a very special symbol. A lot of the symbols I use, if you take a look at my hand, they're on my hand. These are just traditional tattoos for my people on Kurdish, and this one means the sun. It's good. It's very good. It's nice. And then if you catch this right here, I'm not really a graffiti person, but I did make a little lettering because I like to say clever things. That's BK9D, which means be kind.
Be kind. All right.
Yeah, so this is just a little something simple, just some words.
I live, pray now.
Let's see. Oh, there's one right here that's worthwhile. Oh wait, what about this one here got covered a little bit, but I really like the whole Easter egg concept. Once you're ready, just come on this side.
Can't really tell what I'm shooting.
Over here, just want to maybe sit on the step. You can see it red. It's over there.
Oh yeah.
Just like to hide them sometimes. The ones that I hide are usually for people that say if you're feeling bad and you sit down on this step, you'd see a little piece of art, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Just, even if I can't always be there for you, at least the art is. Well, everyone's art is always there. This is a beautiful neighborhood, never feel down here. Pass my message to anyone in particular. Now, we are currently on Augusta, which has some of my more softcore work. So the work that we're reviewing right now is more softcore. We're going to slowly get into more of the hardcore stuff that took us a little bit more time high. So you have this right here, it's basically nothing, but on the other side's that dead stuff. Move this, I think it says, look what do you see? And then it says be humble.
Be humble. I see love.
I see love, yeah. There you go. Yeah, I got the eyeballs. These represent stars. We do use it for the traditional tattoos to mean stars, just like how people do on the keyboards and stuff. So, and then this side, it's got some of that classic style. I always felt funny about how much I really like these, but I think they're still nice too. Probably gonna redo them.
You're gonna work over them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever, it doesn't happen too much, but whenever I feel off about a piece, definitely got just regular squiggles and the eyeballs. You know, it's just a way to spread some, I don't know, whatever. Oh, this one right here, you can see it's definitely fading out. But it was simple, but it was big. It's just a very weird looking face. It's definitely faded. And then, it's gonna be hard to catch considering the bike. But this is so cute right here. There was a pink sticker and I went over it.
Yeah.
And it's so cute. And I think also on the other poles. What the heck is this? Let's see. Oh, it's like a cat.
Yeah.
It's like a cat. And over here you got like a kind of scary looking guy. There, I might kill you. Got the eyeball over there.
Yeah. I get on there.
About it for this area. Oh, you do. See? You know, the check mark, I think that's super funny. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. I think it speaks in a very gentle way on when you kind of just know people around and they're like, hey, like, check mark, what's up, man, respect. That's the feeling I always get when I look at that. But there was also a nice piece up here.
It got covered.
Yeah, no one likes that guy, Philip Pick. He's got another name, I hope you can guess.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
And on this, like, wall here, I did quite a few things, but they painted it white recently, so
Yeah.
you can see that right there.
Oh yeah.
Even though they painted over,
It
it's still there.
still shows through.
Oh, yeah. Eyeball.
Respect the space. I wonder who wrote that.
Where?
Respect the space. I wonder who wrote that.
Someone wrote that right there. That's my name. I know who wrote that. It was just a friend.
You know who did it.
It was a lady.
And I've put tags and stencils on this door myself, and never lasts.
Say there's more than what isn't enough. So whatever you feel like there isn't enough out there, there is more. Satisfaction to meet you. Squiggles, eyeball. I like, here's some nice stuff kind of over here and here, and then over here they painted over it. But I did this, and then some Persian friends of mine wrote the poems in Persian.
Oh, great.
So, I think that's about it. So they covered about everything else that was probably here. So, eyeballs. Okay.
Yeah.
Also kind of represents how if you're scared of a person watching you, I think there's something else to be more scared of, and that's your own dignity kind of watching over you, or whatever the hell you want to say, God, or whatever the heck. Your own self-respect. It's always something watching, making sure you're doing good, because that's the mission. Definitely the mission. Old school eyeballs. Oh, eyeballs. Some of these are old. On these poles, eyeballs. Yeah, I've always had problems with this business. Funny story. My friend, see right there?
Yeah.
That's one of my murals, right?
Yeah.
Before I got permission to paint there, my friend illegally painted it.
Right.
And the cops came after me and they're like, who are you with? And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And then they let me go. And eventually the tables turned. Because these guys, they called the cops. And my friend put art there. They did draw penis and vagina. But they're someone who is from India. And they wrote that, and it was kind of educational. It said lungi and yoni or something. So, but anyway, the tables turned, and then the people that own this place and the fence, they gave me permission to paint it. So I just always think it's kind of funny. Let's check it out, of course. Kensington Market. And this is the first side. Too many concepts here. You got Prince. You see all those numbers? I'm shouting out some of my favorite Prince albums that I listen to. There's a lot of information. It takes so long to go through all this. American Promise. Roy Ayers Music Productions. You know, Yazidi, the oldest tribe from my country. That's the oldest tribe from my country.
You couldn't buy parking.
You got the fox, got a bunny, got some respect to the native peoples. I definitely didn't write it right, but that's Anjigon, which is one of my favorite Anishinaabe words. It means to be careful who you judge, basically. So yeah, let's see what you got there. Oh yeah.
Whatever. We're going to grab some lunch here at Kensington Market. And I'm going to bring it back to Ron, which is right around the corner from the hotel.
I'm really intrigued with these realistic pieces, like these portraits that pop in to your work.
Yeah.
Like they demonstrate how.
Recording it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a library, kind of a bookstore. So when they told me to do a mural here, I did kind of I involved some books, and I put some funny stuff on some of them. This is the only one. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite books.
Yeah. Well, that's the only book that I wrote something real on it. The rest of them are kind of more jokes, or not really. This one says the hoop of life. So how, people die, so you have to pass down information, and if we don't, the next life will be a little bit confused about which food is poison and which one's not, and so forth. And all this stuff here is just, some people are like, your stuff reminds me of a comic book, and it's like a comic book with no start or no beginning. You just keep going. The more time you spend here, like anything else, the more you'll see, because it's just there, and it keeps revealing itself. Got all types of stuff. Let's see, what do I find very significant? Once you're ready, there's something cool here. So this one right here is a very basic drawing of what I witnessed, and it was a full moon right by the CN Tower on 05/22/24. So I wrote down the day, 05/22/24. There was thunder coming from the sky, no rain, and a beautiful full moon right beside the CN Tower, and it was nice. It was nice, so I thought I'd incorporate it rather quickly and just kind of, you know, it was very beautiful. And we can explain, you know, expressions are important, and I think that it's harder to hide them, so that's why I put them out myself, let people know. Sad, happy, confused, more complex emotions. Indeed, try to write something good. Sometimes I would say this is even a version of my will. Like before I pass away, this is what I want to leave people, to some of this information. So Black Elk, right?
Yeah, Black Elk.
3 different versions of him. Young, old, and then that's just him older when he's just standing up what they called the center of the earth. It was just a very high kind of hill.
Yeah.
Hey haka sapa, oka hey. All that stuff. Fish markets. That's right, Baldwin. And this is Tecumseh. I always felt weird because it didn't come out too well, but a lot of people tell me that they like it. So
It's recognizable.
indeed.
Yeah.
And it does say Tecumseh.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, concepts going on. This is definitely a very vibrant part of this wall. I think it came out so naturally. And I think I just want to point this out because it's funny. If you look, this guy, it looks like someone putting his head on a desk. So, but it also looks like a few other things.
Yeah.
I think it's just whatever it is to you and whoever you are and whoever's, you know, got some nice colors going on. It kind of starts from just the simple portraits with a beige background to colorful. And so many people always say that my stuff reminds them of a comic book. I've only done one kind of a comic book thing, and it's actually this rainbow. This rainbow, it's a comic book, and I'll read it to you guys. It says, "Rejoice, son." And it says, "Okay, babe, relax, he's got an idea," or whatever. And then it says, "Reinstate that memory when," and it's this guy looking funny, "we talked about," he's got a wine glass, love, and he's looking funny again, "the good," and now he's looking creepy and intense because he's talking about the good. But when you talk about good stuff, you kind of gotta be just as crazy as when you talk. When someone talks about hatred and they're crazy, you better talk about the good and be just as crazy as them, a little bit. And then blue, the good. Okay, babe, relax. Reinstate that memory when we talked about the good times we had. And you can feel what you feel from that. And then it says, this is like the ending almost. "Don't hurt me anymore." And it says, "Goodbye, the end." Kind of about when people don't appreciate the good things. And they kind of just, there's no kind of harmony. Now that's also why on the purple, this is a really big thing for me. When I write down 1 + 1 = (3), we're going right here, so 1 + 1 is 3. And I usually would put an ankh, not because I'm Egyptian, but because it represents the cycle of life. 1 + 1 is 3 is about love. And love, 1 + 1 is 3 to me. And everyone can feel their own way, but in certain cases it is that way. So that's why I write it. Having children kind of showcases stuff. These are kind of the more, I know everyone gets excited about these, the more psychedelic looking, funky stuff. These were so nice to do. Came out really nice. A good shout out over here. So I did do berry white and Al green, because in the fish markets it does says over there, and it says fish markets, and it says music. right? With Robert over there, classic, you know, market personality. His two favorite artists, if anything, are Al Green and Barry White. So, oh yeah. This side, and that side will be done soon.
Hey, you'll be doing that next.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go pretty intense. It's such a build-up, and I don't know what's gonna happen there, but it's gonna be special. Not even done this side. Almost done. Yeah, let's continue. Alright. So considering how consistent our friend failed or Failer or F-boy fail, considering how consistent he is, you can often see his work with my work, and you got this one here. And someone put a stupid sticker. It says, call. Make a call with a K.
Yeah.
It's definitely fading. It's been here for a while, and it's not the most, you know, what's it called? It's not the best material.
Right.
But I just love this being on the telephone thing. I just love it. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, this is a pretty unique item to be standing here, period. I don't think it works, does it? Really? Holy cow! A phone on Baldwin Street.
You're gonna find a phone working in Kensington Market.
That's freaking amazing.
Yeah, that works. 25 cents.
50 cents, isn't
I
it?
think it's 25. It might be $1.
It might be.
25 cents.
Wow.
Sick, right?
Yeah. You can only maybe see the lizard. This is old. Basically just did animals. I think this is a bear or a pig. I can kind of see a bird, I think, here. I don't know what the heck that is.
An eyeball.
It probably was an eyeball, yeah. And then
There's
maybe
corn.
Yeah, peacock maybe.
A peacock. Do you ever do corn?
Corn?
Yeah, corn.
Corn, no. Sometimes, you know, I think my art is definitely defined by something I wrote in grade 5, which was everything adds up. So even when you don't know what you're doing, when you look at it after, it might make sense in a weird way. So the abstractions that I kind of do, you know, they kind of create certain things that I look at after, and I'm like, okay, this is complete, and like I see what's going on here.
There's a lot there. There's a lot there. You got
very
the
simple.
musical note,
Yeah.
the love and the eyeball.
And also, this is like a mouth.
Okay, a mouth.
Looks like a nose. Well,
Yeah.
even that looks like a mouth.
Right. So there's
These
a
are two.
portrait there. Yeah.
And when I do the squares with a portrait, or even if there's no face and it's a square,
Yeah.
it's still some form of some embodiment. That makes sense. There's a lot I did here. This box.
On this box. Yeah.
I just went ham on it.
These boxes don't last.
Cover it. See that guy right there. And then the BK9D.
BK9. Be kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was like, it's kind of covered, but it was like, looked like a little ghost or something. See this side, nothing here. This side, oh, there's some stuff here. See that over here? It's kind of very it's just art, like just kind of the squiggles. And then that's like a chip. Can't really tell. It seems like it might most of it ripped off. Some stuff there. Like that's it. Doesn't really look like words. It almost looks like a word. Nothing on this side, or maybe it's just gone. That could have been.
Been covered up. Yeah.
Who knows? Alright, it's over here. There's some nice ones. Really nice ones. Some more of the, you know, the work of kind of what I do. More of it. So these ones right here are basically located right at the entrance from Baldwin into Kensington, which I always would say is an honor to put art at the entrances, because it's like how I'm welcoming people in. So you can see whatever the heck this is, but it's definitely something, right?
Yeah.
More of a developed styles. What does that say? Migration.
Migration. Right.
Now it says night upside down. It's
Right.
got a few different things going on. Now see, when you see those combs
Yeah.
in the art, it's the same thing as the combs on my hand.
Right.
It represents beauty.
Okay.
life should be filled with beauty and stories and up and down like a little fairy tale, right? Well, even right over here.
I'm like 10 minutes away. I'm sorry.
These are pretty fun to do. Like this one's older, these ones are newer, but this one really just is so natural. It was such a pleasure to do. These ones remind me of the sky, right? The blue ones.
Yeah.
Remind me of the sky, just the colors and just it says cloud.
Cloud. Yeah.
In this one, there's a lot of concepts from the traditional tattoos, like this thing right here.
Yeah.
That's definitely what they would usually look like. It says tree here. That's definitely like a traditional tattoo thing. You know, the combs, the dots. A lot of it is picked up from the traditional tattoos, and the traditional tattoos are picked up from different things from the culture, like the rugs or animals and fish, blah 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 blah. Anyway, here's the one I really like. That's really at the entrance of, so right here. I must have been angry at someone because I drew a troll and said he is not dead yet. But it says beauty too, and it says ugly too. Oh wow. And it says GNOWN. Gnown. Gnome.
Gnome.
Gown. And then also it's a troll, but gnome kind of also looks like. You got the person saying, wow, you are here in Kensington. You did it. Wow, right there. Hey.
Wow, we're in Kensington.
Kensington, yeah. Legendary place. It's good to be here. Oh, talk about artists. What's wrong with Toronto? Trash everywhere, many homeless people, which is not anyone's fault. People in cars, we need more bikes. I like this thing that's good. But talk about funniness. On that side, you got the eyeballs and writing.
Oh yeah, I see.
Someone went over them. It was the same person that wrote down with my name and then said the profanity. I stepped in the shit though.
Oh no. I did too.
You can always find these around. The Easter eggs. They are around. Here, there. You know, the more little ones. That's what I do when I'm really bored. You know, when I have no projects to do. Now I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See that, people? Toronto. My sister told me to call it Toronto.
Toronto.
She lived here a long time ago. Not that long ago. But yes, I had to put a little piece right at this beautiful skyline. Oh yeah. But it was a friend that convinced me to come up here and put some art. Never came to my mind. But yeah, these were fun. Very kind of more of my up-to-date style of just using your own eyes to slowly discover and see what's going on. At first it looks cool, but then you kind of dive into it like a pool. And some of them aren't like that, some of them aren't. If you look at this one right here, I had to do something very poetic to describe everything that goes on in Toronto and like encapsulate the skyline too. So I had to kind of pick the right colors. And this one here, we got some things going on, just concepts like the blood, more blood, pig's nose, kind of the ugly teeth, says pig. Got this, you can just feel whatever you feel from looking at that. That almost looks like a face, which is what it's kind of supposed to be. You got the artist guy wearing his t-shirt saying art. Got some of the squiggles, some of the symbols. I use all types of symbols, but most of the symbols I use are usually from my people. And it says privilege in a funny way. It says look on the border. It says I'm secretly goth. It says where New Jeru, which just means New Jerusalem,
right.
Like a new land of prosperity. So it's gold. But yeah, you got this one here. This represents nighttime. Definitely represents nighttime. This one was fun to do. It was so weird what happened to me while I was working on it, but that's a story I can only tell to people privately. Yeah. got different words. You can do it. Broke. Redemption. Anxiety. Chia. Which is also my dad's name, funny enough. Heart. It also means mountain in my language. Nature. It's got the greenery. It's got like something that looks like a salamander or whatever the heck. That something looks like a little bit like a monkey or a bear. That, if you look closely, that almost looks like a fish. You got like a dude sideways here. You pick up a face here. This looks like a weird, messed up freaking horse. That's like a ghost thing. So the point of kind of this style is, it's also my job to make sure it's easy to see, but it's just the more you look, kind of slowly, it's just faces popping off.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of the whole intention behind it, just the faces that are hidden and the eyeballs that are hidden. You can see like that doesn't look like an eyeball, but actually, wait, it does, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, got a lot of the tattoo concepts, life. Just be common sense, faithful. That's very big right there. Common sense, that's just a reference to Common, rapper. And he has a song called Faithful, right? That's a beautiful song to me that always helps me out. And that I think can help anyone out if they need that certain help. And it's got a few other words. But yeah, this is how I try to use my art to encapsulate the essence of this spot, which encapsulates the essence of Toronto from the view of Kensington, which to me is definitely something I have to put some work in. I don't know if I'm going to keep going here too.
Well, yeah, maybe you'll fill the whole top
thing.
row.
Yeah. Not take away this guy's tag though.
No.
So there's just two more little ones around here. What's going on? It's definitely a funny one. This is very funny. I think the whole thing is funny. Got a little girl here. I was very sad. I was listening to that Coldplay song Yellow. It says it was all yellow. The lyric from the song. Very nice song. Got almost looks like a fox, but also a mini fox. Special symbol. Even Moroccans might recognize this. People from North Africa. What looks like a squirrel. Ghost. 2 eyeballs in 1 eye. Got a cap here, but that's the sunglasses. And the mouth. But there's also a dude here, if you can see it. He's got his arm out, he's got his belly, he's got his feet, the eyes, right? He's got an A here for probably anarchy, if there's anything for A. Got some faces here, some squiggle patterns and stuff. This one was so cool. I saw a face just right here, so I tried my best just to bring it out too. Make it noticeable, just a little face. And then everything else just going on here. This one was so fun and so freaky and trips me out. Looks like a beach and a river and some mountains and stuff. Got the sun at the top, some nice words. This one's very simple. That's definitely something. I think the simple style is definitely classic. Yeah, that one's kind of simple too. And I actually have an example. I don't do too many things on canvas or something, but here's something. This is super classic, super like traditional, super definitely what my art usually looks like. This one's really nice. It's got some nice words. Yes, I did some paintings on cardboard and I would just give them out. Usually cardboard that size, but when I first started they were bigger. But then I decided small ones are cute. But yeah, that's this stuff. Up on the parking lot. And then we're covered there. Go on to Avenue now. But who cares that much? None of it's done. But you can kind of see, it's kind of cool to see though before I finish it.
Where you start?
This is like maybe like, what, 30% done?
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna do a portrait here and hate to get rid of people's tags, sorry to
Yeah, yeah.
but it happened. Okay. This is technically almost all done. It's up here and up here. Got Teddy Pendergrass, who I enjoy his music. He's pretty good. Got some concepts. It's kind of this side's kind of simple, but it's definitely straightforward. Like something about this one that I really like. I think it's kind of freaky. Got the little pentacle. And this one reminds me of the old days, you know, when you'd have that man playing on the piano, like I don't know, like jazz and stuff. But let's get to where it gets real juicy. Right? This pillar type of stuff going on here. I know a lot of people like this one because it's very directed on an environmental kind of basis, like environmental kind of message. It says safe water, clean air, happy ecosystem. It says tree, got a blue jay, free from Pachamama.
Pachamama.
Means earth. So, got the eyeball too, purple eyeball, fly, patterns from the tattoos. This one creeps me out. It's really simple, but when I look at it, it creeps me out. Especially a little baby or whatever the heck. Some like blobs. This one's nice. Nice and organic. Nice and organic. This one, oh yeah. This one, big explosion of emotion. And then this is my message to kind of people that try to make everyone else have a shitty day. Trolls live under a bridge. So they can't really bother you. If you want to have a good time, a troll can't really bother you. They live under bridges. And they draw something ugly. Ah, troll. Got it. Shout out to Tibet. Super organic here. Ooh, look appealing. Hey. Super organic, kind of. Love the polka dot style. Love doing that. These are kind of older, actually. I did these before I did these. These are definitely
There's the medicine wheel.
Medicine wheel?
Well, there are 4 directions.
Oh yeah.
That's a Hopi sign.
Yeah, the Hopi. Nice. Yeah. That stuff here. I like this one. We all cry.
Yeah.
I feel like not enough people cry in this neighborhood. Considering all the emotions here. This one, organic, using that pink. Damn, nice little something. Got some words here to try and explain them. My words are more BU2 full. The more you oppress them, the more you'll not know it. 2 + 2 = 1 is not the same as 1 + 1 = 3. 2 + 2 = 1 is what is a saying from my people. There's when we kind of got a little bit of independence or something like that. The guy in the speech, he said 2 + 2 is 1. When you bring people together, they're now 1. That's kind of the message. Yeah. It's big in my country. Just that saying. This is dope right here. Super chaotic. Got like a big bird and like a foxy wolf. Little birdie thing or little birdie dragon thing here, and then that, oh yeah, that almost looks like something. You got a face over here, eyeball, Saturn or Sagittarius or something, and a bear. Got some little things here. Got this guy's face, which always looks weird, but if you actually get it, you can see it. It says turn back, no. Got this guy looking all creepy. This guy looking kind of cute. Garbage day when it smells bad. Got that little ape guy. Stay safe. There's nothing to be scared of. That's also a play on my generation because OF, so that means something funny, electronic prostitution. There's a big site called OnlyFans, which I'm just gonna call it electronic prostitution, which is what it is. People are trying to have no shame about it, but it's still electronic prostitution, I'm gonna say it. You got this thing over here, got 2 faces in one almost. Big bird right here, skull here, little witch here, eyeball, nose, mouth. This guy right here looks like he's got some hair. Just like, whoa. And this bird right here goes got like this. Whoa. This funkiness. That's about that side. And then let's get to, oh yeah, the main billboard. And respect to a good friend that painted the demons here for getting me involved with the project of just covering all these walls, which we're still working on. Got all types of stuff going on here. Now, this is where I drew my first portrait, exact. It was Gil Scott Heron. And once I did that, I paused for a second and I said, wait, okay, if I can do that, I can do more. And I did. That's when I ended up doing Crazy Horse, I did a political figure from my country who's wearing a kufiya, which probably touches all the people praying for Palestine. Over here we got the man wearing the kufi. This is, I can explain each one. So Crazy Horse, Gil Scott, Mustafa Barzani, who some people say is actually kind of a little bit of a pussy, or sorry, asshole, or sorry. He's okay. He's a good man, but his son's not, because apparently he's screwing over the country. This is actually a really funny one. I wanted to, that was the last one I did. I wanted to involve someone of the darker complexion and also a female. So I was looking around asking people. One person was like, draw Nanny Maroon. I'm just kind of researching, and I searched up African queens to kind of get a little bit of a grip. And what showed up was the Ritchie family, which is they were like a singing group, kind of funk disco group. They have a record called African Queens, and I know this group, but I never knew about that record. And I listened to the record, and it's phenomenal. It's really, really good. So it's actually, this is one of the Ritchie family members, but she's dressed up as, I think, Cleopatra. Because there's 3 girls. One of them is Cleopatra Nefertiti and Queen of Sheba. So in the record's called African Queens. So funny enough, I don't know her name, but she's dressed up as Cleopatra or whatever the heck. Lord Saipan, kind of the Tutankhamun of Peru. That was kind of not that long ago too. This is just like a lady from like Angkor or Siem Reap or whatever, dancer. I love the hats that they wear. That's why that hat looks like a teleportation device or something. You know? So that's the portraits. You got Lonnie Livingston Smith, Kenny Burke. Got this kind of rough Al Green. Got the ghosts. I blanked out the faces. But it is, it's the Undisputed Truth, which is a group. This is Eddie Kendricks. That's a nice, easy one to pick up. And actually, these were the first ones I did, but none of these are too accurate. They were more kind of freestyle. That's why I don't really consider too much of a portrait. But I just did unique African hairstyles that I kind of found, because I really like things that people do with their hair. Yeah. And then they have a lot of that in Africa, but also other places too. Shout out to Yemen. Very organic, natural, psychedelic, just the boxes, man. Those are all beautiful. I like those ones. Then this is like the real, like intense. This one right here, very, very, came out very, very organic. You know, it's always me just going out on a whim. You could even say I have no skill. You know, it's just me having fun. This pink one, man. This pink one, this. Now see, they have these little bubbles. That's just from the varnish and so forth. So definitely look a little bit different, but it's helping. Got these classic yellow boxes, kind of the more funkiness here. This is funny. If you get to ever check this out, it says shit right beside a rose. And it's got all these little messages. 2 + 2 = 1. It's all type of stuff. Love. Proverb 31 verse 10. Not Christian, but I like that little, that's the only one I know anyway. You got me writing down my intrusive thoughts, which I probably regretted to write. I don't think there's anything wrong with being blunt. If being blunt is what it's perceived as. But speaking the truth is not blunt, unless it is perceived as blunt. This is something I'm saying. Got this funny thing, kind of explaining LSD. Not that I've really taken any, but just that feeling. This was the first thing I did. And then we made an agreement because we got permission from Lost Boys to paint the whole thing. I just did this randomly, like, then they gave us permission. It was just like, okay, go. Blew up the whole damn thing. And yeah, it was just some fun. And actually, the first one I did when I do stuff, I pay respect, right? I'm paying respect to the stupid, the people that chose this was the first one, right here. That's where I first did something to honor the people here. And so forth. Now we are on Kensington Avenue. Kensington Avenue is where I like to put a lot of art, so here, this is gonna be fun. And so much time passed by so quickly. I love this. It's a lot of references to my people. That's a Gutian, which is an older tribe. That's a Gutian reference. Got some writing, I think, in my language, I'm pretty sure. A lot of patterns from the tattoos. Cuneiform writing too. says a lot of little messages and just stuff like that. I did that really late in the morning. And time flew by. It was fun.
You have something right over here.
Those? Yeah. And it's so funny. So.
Next to the dick.
Yeah. There you go. Nice. Yeah. Bootsy Collins, George Clinton, just rough portraits. And a lot of references to their music and stuff they would say. Got the Nazca lines of Peru.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The condor,
Yeah.
or maybe the hummingbird, I think it's a hummingbird. James Brown. Same on the microphone. And then this poem is not mine, but it's from one of the Jazz is Dead albums, which were released not too long ago by Adrian Young, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, and Roy Ayers. Jazz is Dead #2 or something. What he says, yeah. Is my love for my people only a drop in this ocean of time? Something like that. It's like this one. It's very nice and simple. Very well done. I just like it. Some people say you gotta be your own worst critic, right? This one's cute. No. I'll tell you something, guys. When I do my art, a lot of the time, it's me paying respect to the spot that I said. I'm paying respect to the spot over there, where there's a lot of like things going on, people doing their thing. St. Stephen's paying respect. And as you go around, like even it's cool to have this one here. This is one of the little alleyways we get to explore and see Kensington, different parts of it. Who comes around here and blah blah blah. It's old. It's very simple, just a little horse. These are newer. These little stickers, when I see them, I'll cover them very quickly. Little faces. Bags. Okay. Some funny faces.
Sky.
Repeat passengers.
Even so, a lot of people
Did I do the other side? Yeah. This one's very.
And there's my eagle.
The eagle, yeah.
That's been there for about 5 years. But it's coming, gets painted over and peeled over. This is nice.
Passive aggressio. Kind of a little message. Fun fact, actually, before this, there was already something from a year ago. And then when I redid it, I kind of followed the same patterns. Over here, this one is definitely nice. It's got a it gives me a feeling of a magnifying glass, being at like summer camp and like looking at bugs and whatever. Like those colors. Nice simple face.
And there's my bird again. Oh, and you're right here.
A bunch of birds.
And you're right here.
Did some funny birds. And a bat. Eyeball.
A bat and an eyeball and a $sign.
Little white dove. And some of the birds look really ridiculous. I was like, oh man, I don't know how to draw a bird.
They're tough.
Yeah, and then right here, as I said, even with Baldwin died entrance, it feels like an honor to be able to put art at the entrances. And I usually try to put something I try my best to put something nice. These are right here. I really like this one. Came out nice. It says Two-Face on the left. And it kind of has two faces. There's a lot of art right here actually. Got this guy. It's like an alien. Looks like a damn alien. Let me check around this thing. You never know something that just figure it. Okay, Alright, on this side.
Oh yeah, I see him.
One is more direct. It's more just the lettering that matters, what it says. Peace is the prayer of patience, or patence, which kind of just means that being peaceful is just saying, okay, I think we can work it out, guys. That's kind of what that poem means. Got a little face, looking cute. We got some stuff here. Now, whenever I look at this damn thing, I want to cover it. We did that actually, walrus and the be kind, yeah, the eyeball. walrus, and this one's kind of hidden. But yes, it's there.
Oh yeah, and did this? You're gonna use this?
I always think about it.
Yeah.
I always think about it. All right. Now I guess we might as well this way. Never really do art outside of Kensington, even on Dundas Street. This one, when I do an eyeball, it's not really using that much skill, but it's morally, the power behind this is definitely the poetic meaning, which is what gives this power. Eyeballs, and kind of what my people believe, where I'm from, they usually say every human was created to be good and to do good. So that's why I put the eyeball. This guy, very simple square. And that's a fox. This fox is my favorite animal. Eyeball. That's about all for here. There's a bit more is probably covered. That's something simple. Nothing much. But let's get to the real. This guy. That's a classic one. When I do the clown, that's one of the classic squares that I do. Maybe the only one. Just a clown, freaky clown. Represents the trickster nature of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Got that on camera?
Yeah.
All right. Gotta keep moving this stuff. Everyone had a little bit of fun together with their own thing. You can obviously tell what's mine. And I got that guy over there. He's saying die.
Thanks for letting us.
He has already goes.
We'll make you move, Jim.
When they brought these benches in from Fresco, they gifted it to the park. I just had to. I could have. Maybe soon I'll cover every single bench with craziness, but I'm working on it. These are technically not owned by the government or anything, so you're allowed to do whatever you want with them.
Excellent.
Yeah. Here we are. Hopefully for the people recording, hopefully for the people watching the video, we're gonna give y'all a clip of what used to be here, which was here for basically the whole summer, but only got removed recently. But it was pretty nice, and it was a little bit, it kind of went through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Tried to do the whole rail. But, oh, it's actually a nice view anyway. So you can see the steel tables and chairs. All those.
You got your squiggles and eyeballs on it. And there's a yellow piece there on the chairs.
So, so anyone watching the video or anyone in particular, if you come by, you can come and just look at it, and it'll slowly, although most of it is just random squiggles, there's also little things here and there. So this was always something that helped me out, doing these squiggles on these little benches and stuff. It's weirdly poetic. I don't even know if I can describe it because it's something so beautiful. I think it just represents the chaos. It's just chaos. Just the squiggles. Just covering it, and I was here. Just like graffiti.
Yeah.
Just like graffiti. But now
under this thing, I wrote basically a very important thing. You'd have to come on this side, I think, in order to get it. It's upside down from that side.
It's actually right side up.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it says, and it's also a quote from a song. There's a method to my madness. Gotcha. Gotcha. I write down gotcha because whoever the hell is seeing this,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
here we are. No better place to end this off than Bellevue Park. Take a look. Ever fancy, ever nice. Thank you for watching, my people. Hopefully I get to meet you, and hopefully you get to come around and see the art for yourself in real life in real time. and future projects coming. Maybe another video or something. Who knows? But yes, peace be with you. Nice. Blessings.